Ja, Torben.
Kom weer met dat. Loop weer. Good, how are you? What's this one now?
a warm welcome to Millisle District Somme Society Annual Parade and Act of Remembrance. A big thank you to the Somme Societies, associations, Orange Orders, Apprentice Boys, bands, guests, supporters who have participated in this parade. A thank you for the spectators and the well-wishers. The service will consist of a talk by Nikki, then we will do the Act of Remembrance, then we will do a wreath laying, followed by a prayer, and then the National Anthem. I'll hand you over to Nikki now.
That's fancy. Very fancy, darn. First of all, can I ask you all to put your hands together for the Millisle District Somme Society here for a great event. Put their heart and soul into this here, and it gets better every year. So doesn't matter how many bands is here, it's as many people that turn up. So what I want to do is, instead of bore you with statistics and numbers and all that there and pretend I'm really intelligent, I'm not going to bother. I'm going to try and read you out a little poem. You can see the Somme boys all smiling there. That is me, yeah. And some of the stuff all incorporated in it is to do with the Somme itself, to do with the battlefields, like the names, like the 1st of July. When we come to the 1st of July, the Ulster Division lined up in front of Tiapval Wood, or Thiepval Wood as we call it. And probably a lot of them uneducated, not like some of them boys in the Somme band. And it was easier for them to take instructions with a name. So instead of saying like a battle plan, we're going to the red line for 8:30, the blue line for 9 o'clock, and so on. They gave them names. So you'll all love this. The furthest away near Grandcourt where they had to get to was Portrush. Everybody loves a wee trip to Portrush. Behind that was Coleraine. You had Lurgan, Lisnaskea and Cavan. So it's easier to say, listen lads, see today you're going through Coleraine, you're heading for Portrush. It's easy as that. But we know it wasn't. So what I want to do is, I wrote a wee poem here. By no means a poet, but rather than bore you, I'll try and stammer through this. It's called July 1st. It says, Clandyboy Camp is where they would train. An army physique is what they would gain. Marching and drilling 3 meals a day. Leave at the weekend and money for pay. The battle plan, the names are given. Portrush and Lurgan, but not Dungiven. The timetable set, we must be precise as we set the timing on the fused device. Advance was shouted from our trenches. Courageously we go, dispatched in mentions. Some with flags and some with sashes. Thiepval Wood would end up in ashes. Artillery shells and shrapnel as well. Will they hit me? Who can tell? The Brodie helmets upon our heads. The wounded Tommies among the dead. The 2nd and 3rd lines we must go, clearing those trenches we stay low. A captain's wave to follow on, I look around, the rest are gone. We take some prisoners back to the wood. Shoot them, he said, I'm in the mood. There is so many no one would know except for God that he's not slow. One big push is all we need to stop the Hun and all their greed. We're nearly there, I heard Jim say, so many Germans all dressed in grey. And at the end we must retreat. The corporal's orders, move your feet. We have no time, it's back to the wood. To hold those trenches, I wish we could. The Gallard are dead, that was our need. Before the rats can get a feed, chums and cousins, brothers as well, very few survived that hell. Now the history books and the stories are told of the brave young soldiers who will never get old. The news comes home, it's a mother's grief, a father shocked in disbelief. And now it's time for us to reflect, to remember those we can't neglect. So many lost without a grave. A memorial stands for the life they gave. On foreign soil, they fell asleep. We pray to God that he will keep a generation of Ulster lost, those fallen sons, they paid the cost. No surrender. Last but not least, we'll finish with this. For those young men that gave their lives, we look now to the politicians to enter into that political battlefield, to do their best for us as they did for our generation, for our freedom. So we asked our politicians to protect our culture, to protect our history, to protect everything them boys had done, even in the Second World War, the Korean War, and especially our own conflict. I know Robert's here, good friend, Wesley, the rest of the guys are here, they're all politicians. So we asked each and every one of them while they're here today to step forward onto that political battlefield and help make this little country, this little Ulster, great again. We'll finish with this. Very rarely will anyone die for a righteous man, though for a good man, someone might possibly dare to die. But God demonstrates his love for us in this, that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nicky. Now we're going to do our act of remembrance. Thou shalt not grow old, as we are left to grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the year condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them. When you go home, tell them of us and say, for your tomorrow, we gave ours today. Now we will do the wreath laying. Okay. If we could all be upstanding for the national anthem, please.
Not too bad, mate.